Jungkook opened his eyes and his lips curled up into a beautiful smile when his eyes fell on his beautiful wife sleeping beside him peacefully. He leaned closer and kissed on her forehead before caressing her cheek with his thumb. How can you make me fall in love with you even when sleeping? What magic you did to me, huh? He started talking to you even though you were sleeping soundly. He often does this. Sometimes he fails to express his love directly because of hesitation. He has a little bit of cold nature, not at home, but people just guess him being rude and cold because he doesn't talk much and mind his own business. 2 years ago, you both got married. It was an arranged marriage, but you both got married after knowing about each other well. You like him a lot and he loves you more than anything. You are 8 months pregnant now, so he started to manage his work from home and only goes outside when important. He placed a soft kiss on your baby bump. Are you also sleeping like your Oma? He chuckled softly on his own words and slowly got up from the bed. Let's go, John Jungkook. Make a special breakfast for your sweetheart before she wakes up. He take a look at you before walking out of the room. After making juice, Jungkook was going towards your room when he saw you already coming downstairs. Why didn't you wait for me? I told you not to use stairs alone. You walked near the couch before sitting on it. I am okay. Why would I disturb you when I can come downstairs by myself? He gave you freshly made juice before sitting beside you. You are not allowed to. I'm shifting your stuff in the room downstairs. No one is going to stay in the first floor before your delivery. Don't you think you are being too much dramatic? It's okay, just chill. You took a sip of the juice. I want to eat pancakes for breakfast. I will make, but you are listening to me from now on. If you want to stay upstairs, then call me whenever you want to come downstairs. Okay, don't be so worried, Jungkook, he said. You take everything so casually. Okay, I'm sorry. I will keep that in mind. Now smile. You always has this cold face. He got up. I'll go and make pancakes. Finish this juice until then. Okay. You came in the kitchen while Jungkook's eyes fell on you when he was preparing the batter for pancake. Are you hungry? You shook your head while coming near him. No, I was feeling bored alone. I'll be quick. It's okay, take your time. He started to make pancakes and you were so amazed by the way he was pouring the batter in the pan professionally. You smiled and looked at him. You should be a chef instead. I swear people would never get enough of your food. He smiled. I only want to keep it limited to you. You chuckled. Jungkook, can we go out after breakfast? He looked at you. Do you want something? You shook your head. Not really, but I just want to go out. You know I don't like staying inside, but it's been a while since I didn't go out because of this. You said, pointing at your baby bump. Okay, I'll take you out. He smiled and hugged his arm from the side. You are so sweet. I love you. He smiled. Okay, let's do breakfast now. You came out of your apartment and went towards the elevator, but there were few people taking the same elevator. Jungkook started to get worried as he put his hand on your baby bump. There was a lady who was coming backwards holding two bags in her hands, and she came so near to you, but Jungkook stopped her. Excuse me, please watch out, my wife is pregnant. The lady looked at you while you awkwardly smiled, feeling embarrassed. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice. It's okay, you don't have to apologize. She smiled while you looked at Jungkook. The door of the elevator opened and he carefully brought you inside. Please come inside. The lady smiled and shook her head. It's okay, you go first, I'll wait. You awkwardly smiled at her and the door closed. She chuckled a little. What a lucky girl to have such a caring husband. Where do you wanna go? To the ice cream parlor. Let's go. You should focus on eating more of fruits and vegetables. You pouted and looked at him. You just feed me fruits with pancakes. Wasn't that enough? Okay, but promise me that you won't eat more junk throughout the day. You nodded. Okay, I'll try. He shook his head. He got a call from his secretary. Hello? Okay, come to my house after noon, okay? He hung up. You are missing your workplace, right? He looked at you. Not at all. Why do you think like that? I mean, you always prioritize work, but now you have to take care of me. What do you mean by taking care of you? You are my first priority at this moment. I not only have to take care of you, but our child too. A smile appeared on your face. Can you be a little less nicer? I don't want to get diabetes. He chuckled and it happens rarely. Jungkook carefully laid you down on the bed and placed a soft pillow behind you to support your back before pulling a blanket over you. You fell asleep on the way back to home and he carried you from the parking till here. He wanted to shift your stuff downstairs so that it will be easy for you to walk around, and he is afraid of stairs, but you instead insisted to stay in your room because you don't like sleeping anywhere else except here. I'm sure our child would sleep all day just like his mother. He placed a soft kiss on your head and closed the door silently before leaving downstairs. Mr. Lee, who is Jungkook's secretary, came to the house for some work purpose. Sorry for taking long. Mr. Lee got up. That's fine, I just came a minute ago. Jungkook nodded as they both sat on the couch before starting their work. Hwang Marine has given us a contract for transportation. They will be needing 30 trucks. That's a big deal and we should definitely go for it. The director want to meet you as they want to assign some future contracts too. Jungkook nodded. I would love to, but it won't be possible for now. Maybe not until 2 months because I have to take care of my wife and I can't leave her alone. Mr. Lee nodded and smiled. I told them and they have no problem. By the way, how is ma'am? Jungkook nodded. She's doing well. In a month you'll become dad. Congratulations, sir. Jungkook just nodded. Let's discuss about the project because I don't have much time. Mr. Lee nodded. You woke up when you felt a kick in your belly. You shouldn't hurt mom like this, baby, you said, caressing your baby bump. You looked around but didn't find your husband. Jungkook? Gosh, my throat is dry. You managed to get up and pick up the jug to pour yourself some water into a glass, but it was empty. He forgot to refill it. Jungkook, you called him but he doesn't come, so you thought he must be busy. See, he's not listening to me now, and when I'll do the work by myself, then he'll scold me. Let's go, baby, get some water from the kitchen. Please come out soon because Oma has to face a lot of problems. Don't think I'm complaining. He closed the door and started to walk downstairs. Wow, this is getting difficult for real. I ran out of breath by doing small movements. He grabbed the railing tightly while stepping down slowly. With Jungkook, I didn't realize things are that difficult in actuality. Thank you so much, Lord, for giving me such a sweet and caring husband. I can barely survive without him. You saw Jungkook sitting in the living room with his secretary while they both looked so focused in work. Your mind got diverted and you skipped a stair, making you lose your balance and you fell from the stairs. Jungkook's heart dropped when he heard the sound and then your painful scream. He quickly rushed toward the staircase and saw you screaming with pain. Why? He lifted up your head and noticed you started to bleed, or maybe your water broke. You were screaming and crying out of pain, but more than that, fear. I've called the hospital, let's go. Jungkook picked you up and rushed outside, trying to stay strong, but at last his tears fell down. He was terrified. He doesn't want to lose any of you, and the situation seems so critical. Jungkook was sitting there covering his eyes with palm as he was crying. He was really scared. Mr. Lee tried to give him strength because as a father himself, he can understand Jungkook's fear and pain. Don't worry, sir. Everything will be alright. Just believe in Lord. Jungkook wiped his eyes and nodded. They both got up when the doctor came outside the emergency room. He rushed to him. Doctor, how is my wife? Is she okay? Don't worry, Mr. Jungkook. Luckily, there was no severe injury and everything is alright now, but we have to deliver the child before the due date. Will it be okay? My wife will be alright. The doctor nodded. Nothing will happen to your wife and child. Just trust us. We just have to keep the baby in special care because premature birth, sometimes it is risky. Doctor, do whatever you think is okay, but nothing should happen to my wife and child. The doctor nodded and patted his shoulder. Don't worry, they will be fine. Just relax and calm yourself. We walked away from there while Jungkook joined his hands together, praying to the Lord for the well-being of his wife and child. Two hours later, after the delivery, they shifted you in another ward. You still didn't see your child because that time you were unconscious and they put the baby in special care. Now you are better than before. Jungkook finally got permission to see you. He was dying to see his daughter and wife. His eyes were red and teary, but he wiped them before coming inside the room. He slowly walked near your bed, and a tear escaped from his eyes when he looked at you. Even in so much pain, you gave him a weak smile. Thank you for saving me and our daughter. He held your hand and kissed it before caressing your cheek. Are you feeling better now? You slowly blinked. Yes. Are you crying? You want me to laugh? Do you even have any idea how much scared I was? You could clearly feel the pain in his voice. I'm so sorry. He shook his head. It was my mistake. I shouldn't have left you alone. I will never repeat that mistake. I was just so close to losing my world today. You wiped his tears. I will never leave you. Right then the nurse came with your daughter. She handed her to you. The second you felt his fragile body in your arms, a smile appeared on your face. She was sleeping and looking like an angel came from heaven. You looked at Jungkook. She looks like an angel. He smiled and nodded. He couldn't take his eyes off of his daughter. A wave of emotions were flooding inside him. He touched his soft cheek. She is sleeping just like you. You chuckled. I hope she doesn't get many of my qualities. I want her to be like her dad, smart and mature, and a little less stubborn. Jungkook carried her carefully in his arms. Welcome to the family, Angel. Appa will take care of you very well. He smiled, seeing the love in his eyes. And what about me? He looked at you. You are my soul. There's no life for me without you.